My name is William Wilson. I joined Queen Mary in 1999 as a reader in criminal law from Brunel. In 2003, I was made professor. In 2004, I became head of department, and I have to say, those 4 years as head of department were amongst the most valuable and enjoyable 4 years of my life. After I finished as head of department, I went back to my day job as a professor, and I also took on a new role as the Director of Criminal Law for the University of London External Programme. I did that and my day job until I finally retired in 2018. My first impressions of Queen Mary when I came in 1999 were not good. The Mile End Road was very depressing and drab. And in fact, rather than the lovely buildings that we have opposite the law school now, we had this ugly sprawl of buildings which were devoted to a car parts organisation. Really didn't look very nice at all. Luckily, all that's gone. The law department itself, the laws building itself, was pretty drab and depressing. It really was in desperate need of TLC, and I'm very pleased to say that within a fairly short time after I joined, it became the wonderful building that it is today. Well, the students, I would say, would probably be very different from the type of students that we get at the moment. And that is because in those days, I think the majority of our students came from the locality, or if not the locality, at least the Greater London area. Memories. I have so many fond memories of Queen Mary, but I think the standout memory is being responsible for the setting up of the Legal Advice Centre. I can tell you a story about that. It's quite an interesting story. One day, very early in my tenure as head of department, and I should like you to bear in mind, I haven't got much experience as the head of department. A young woman came in to see me. Her name was Julie Pinborough, and she looked me straight in the eye and she said, "Professor Wilson, what the law department needs is a legal advice centre. I'm prepared to run it. All I'll need is £50,000 budget and a devoted room." And I said, "Oh, why do you think we ought to have a legal advice centre?" And she said, "Well, there's two main reasons. First of all, because it would be a great resource for the local community. And secondly, it will be a great resource for our students because it will alert them to what it's like to be a lawyer." So I did that. I said, "Well, I'll have a think about it," because obviously I couldn't promise anything. So I said, "Leave it with me and I'll have a word with my vice principal." So that is what I did. I went to see the vice principal, who is Philip Ogden, and tried to sell him the idea of a legal advice centre. He was quite excited until he heard that it would require a budget of £50,000 and a dedicated space. But because he was such a very supportive vice principal, he finally decided to go with it. And so we set up the Legal Advice Centre. Julie Pinborough was the sole director of the Legal Advice Centre in those days. And everything that it is today, is a wonderful institution, started from those very lowly beginnings. Studying law is not about thinking of what job this suits me for. Law is a wonderful academic discipline in its own right. The more you put in it, the more you'll get out of it. Let the future take care of itself.